Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling with Horror Monday Nitro, episode 37. Jesus, if you look back really at all the Monday night shows, it's episode 337. But yeah, we just changed it up. We're like, we'll just go back and just turn back time, like Cher wanted to do back in the 80s when she was dancing on that destroyer and giving all those poor sailors crabs before they went into port. But we've got more to talk about than Cher's venereal diseases and the fact that Sonny Bono hit a tree on purpose just to get away from that crazy broad.
My daughter's a transgender. Now he's an ugly dude.
Oh, CJ, man, welcome, brother.
It's always good to be here. It's a lot of fun. It makes my Monday night, passable. It being Monday.
But it is
cosmically, just a bad day.
Yeah. Mr. Super Oz is our guest this evening, rejoining us. What's up, brother?
I appreciate you having me, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm glad to be back.
Glad to have you, sir. Glad to have you. In the lower right, if you're facing your screen, he's got Semitism in his soul. He's part rooftop Korean, but he's still Hebrew icon, Chungus Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Fisk.
Annyeonghaseyo and L'chaim. I like that Starburst commercial.
Tato, I made you out of clay.
And then I shot it.
Wait, wasn't it Zelensky that was on that show where he and this other dude made it look like they were playing Hava Nagila with their dick?
America's Got Talent. It was America's Got Talent, and it's on.
No, this was like years ago.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't
America's
that?
Got
Okay.
Talent.
Yeah.
Yes, because my wife and I used to watch that. That was like one of the shows we watched together, and that was like back when Nick Cannon only had 12 kids. It was before the jump off to like 75. He was starting the nation. But no.
How many baby mamas?
100.
He's like an NFL player. I have no idea. Like Antonio Cromartie. I remember they did a special on him. He had like 11 kids and like 9 baby mamas. Like, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
But
he's got enough baby mamas to at least make a good sized women's lumberjack match.
Godspeed, Spider-Man. And in the lower left, ladies and gentlemen, we might be announcing him last. He's number 5 on the depth chart, but he's number 1 in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's favorite kind of wood, the brutal morning variety. It's brutal morning wood.
Yeah, everybody's favorite hard on.
Get down.
He likes to show women his dick.
Yeah, well, hey,
That's just how he rolls.
that's right.
Good. Glad to have you, Brutal.
It's always a good time. Always a good time.
Let's see. Let's welcome the chat. We got Parrot Head's in there. Yeah, ODB and his kids. ODB's legendary, man. God rest his soul.
Went in a limousine to go cash his welfare.
Yep. That's the front of his fucking CD, man. Oh my God. Cotton Ministries, Retro Wave. What's up, Fallon? Good to see you. Good to see you. Draven's here. Keely's here. So we got some peeps. I got to quote tweet us over there on Twitter. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Watching on YouTube and X. YouTube's throttling the shit out of me. I love it. We got 2,000 subscribers. We can't get more than like 10 people watching on YouTube, but we'll get like anywhere from like 100 to 550 on Twitter, depending on what we're doing. So at least they love us over there on X. At least they love us over there. We'll take it. We'll take it. If YouTube wants to play games, we'll just kind of, hey, we're over here too. So whichever way you enjoy us we thank you for hanging out with us. And speaking of thanks, ladies and gentlemen, we got the paying customers, our patrons, our brain busters on Patreon. That's patreon.com/wrestling with horror 420. And our channel members, our Kazooians and our Harvey Wakuian producers. Here you go, guys. What up, y'all? This is Etep from Wrestling with Horror. On behalf of the Horsemen, everybody at the channel, we want to say thank you for supporting us. We truly appreciate it. We strive to bring you the quality content that you guys deserve and pay for. Now, back to the show. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you out there watching and supporting us. And you know what? God damn it. It's got the whole world in his... What am I, Scarface? Yeah, what you talking about, huh? You're talking... You know what? It's time to make the ladies dance. Let's make the ladies fucking dance. And Bree, you take it away.
Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Said I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on.
All right, so Friday night at TNA Final Resolution, which I wasn't even aware it was really going on. Somebody decided to bring a departed talent back who had been fired years ago, and Miss P for P, Miss Poop for Pay herself, Tessa Blanchard, decided to make it come. They brought her back.
Isn't that Roberta Zadar?
Look, you know what? I'll make it.
Diamante?
I don't even know. She's what? Don't you even? Tessa's way hotter than Diamante, and plus she's not a lesbian. Not
true.
that there's anything wrong with that. But so Tessa came back, and I'll show the highlights here before we get into the discussion about this young lady. Here's kind of an abridged version of the events that transpired at the end of Jordynne Grace and Rosemary's match. So Tessa comes back. They're putting her right into a program of Jordynne Grace, who was vocal about not wanting to really work with her. And because Tessa's history, and those of you, I mean, unless you really live under a rock, you know, Tessa Blanchard was the first to basically just I can't say the first to ruin the TNA world title. You know, they put the title on her. They let her main event a pay-per-view, and then you let her defend the world title against another female, Taya Valkyrie, which is fucking adorable. That's totes adorbs. That you would take your world title and just fucking come on.
Well,
and then,
speaking of which, though, most of the people that made that decision aren't even in TNA anymore.
No, and
They've got all new management since then. So
It's a revolving door. So
yeah,
it was
it is.
inevitable.
I'm not that asked about it. Well, especially with Jordynne Grace, because she's leaving anyway.
she's on her way out.
You know, so and
But
like her, I think her, Josh Alexander and Speedball
Yep, they're
all
all
their contracts are coming up, so they're just going to
they're out. Yep.
I think Bailey's already gone.
He may be.
Yeah, I knew one of them was right on the cusp of. Jordan's gone in January, and Alexander, I think, isn't he in February or something like that? Yeah, I'll say he's shortly thereafter, and he's gonna go to the Fed. He's gonna go to the Fed. I mean, he's not gonna go to AEW. I mean, let's face it.
No, not especially to what Phoenix said.
Jesus. Yeah. That's another story altogether. But no, Tessa, she tweeted out years ago that little imagine what did it? Hang on, I want to get this. What did she say exactly about imagine something? Where did I put this? I had the fucking quote written down. Oh, son of a bitch! We're real professional here. Oh.
Well, of course, Draven would smash.
Here was right here. See, I would too. Tessa's fine as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
But Draven, you really have to ask a very specific question. It's not who would he; it's who wouldn't he.
Yeah.
That list is way smaller than the list of what he would.
Oh, I hear the drums.
Where's it at? Hang on. Here it is, right here. And this is her quote. She said, "Hey, women, try supporting one another. Cool things happen." And that right there just set a chain of events. The dominoes on Twitter, like Allison Kay and who the fuck else? Chelsea Green, of course. She quote tweeted her and was like, and everybody was like, remember when you spit in this? Remember when you dropped the N-bomb on this black girl? And it was just like bang, pow, zoom, back, and she ended up, they fucking, they fire her because she's like, I'm not going to defend the belt. And she's like, oh, my mental health. Well, you caused all of this, darling. Like, you are your own fucking worst enemy in this case. You're hoist by your own petard, as it were. And
if she's not careful, she's going to turn herself into the literal Marty Jannetty of wrestling and the female side of things. She needs to be careful because that will happen. We've seen what happens to Marty Jannetty types because we've seen Marty Jannetty.
Yeah. He set the bar. But I just so TNA is working with WWE. They've got the partnership, which is going to continue. So is this a backdoor way to ease her back into WWE after a probationary period in TNA, which is what this is? This is how is she going to be backstage? How are the other girls going to work with her? And is there going to be, as Kramer would say, you think that cat fight? Is she going to do the normal things?
No, dude. Well, normally I would say they probably wouldn't be able to get away with it, but in modern, post Orange Man election and the healing of our culture, Tessa Blanchard should just totally lean into what got her kicked out and just play it up as a heel because you'll get Roddy Piper heat for that.
You heard the nuclear heat she had just there.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That was nuclear heat from that small of a crowd. When it's that audible, yeah.
And imagine if she cuts a promo or something where she says something incredibly racist and they bleep it out, and you just see the reaction of her, like, her opponents, like, I know you didn't just say what you said, and you got, like you said, nuclear heat. And the only people that I've ever seen be able to get even closer to that, it's like MJF and Roddy Piper. Lean into that. We need that.
She is a natural heel.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing at her job.
Terrible baby.
It's crazy. Yeah. I didn't think about the back door to the WWE, but when you bring it up, it makes perfectly logical sense because of the ties to the past. And I mean, hell, Triple H loves the NWA, whether it be Magnum or Tully. So I didn't think about it, but it makes good sense as a test, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, eventually they're going to want to put her against Charlotte Flair. They're going to have a Flair Blanchard match. That Triple H, he's pulling his tiny little steroided pud for that.
Dude, a Blanchard Bianca Belair with the racist angle. Oh my God, you would get butts in seats.
Book it.
Yeah.
Book it.
Hell yeah.
But honestly, because this is the thing I will say about Tessa. I as a person, look, man, I don't know her, so I really can't. I can't say she, and I know we joke around a lot, but I mean, in all seriousness, and I'm not saying I'm fucking, I'm wrestling, WWE material, but like, as somebody in the business, like, there's a lot of fucking dirt bags. There's a lot. The business is made up of dirt bags. In that Beyond the Mat documentary, the famous quote, if you want a friend in the wrestling business, buy a dog. It's as simple as that.
My general go-to is, can't somebody just be a bad human being? They don't necessarily have to be against a specific class or group of people. They might just be a terrible human being.
Yep.
I'm just saying, for the fact that like everybody knows wrestling's fake now. Like, kayfabe was killed back when Jim Duggan and and that whole thing. But like, to put something very real, because it's such a sore spot on our culture now, and to use that as, like, we all know it's a work, and I'm sure Bianca and her would be like, we, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But like,
the
rage you would get Andy Kaufman levels of audience participation. Like, you would need guards at the, and it would be an event. You would get people talking about it, like non-wrestling fans talking about it. Like, you heard about that Yahtzee bitch that like got in that black chick's face and dropped an N-bomb at her and stuff? Yeah, I hope she gets her ass kicked. Well, if you buy tickets, you can see it live. Hell yeah! I want to see that bitch get her ass kicked.
Or in the modern age, subscribe to Netflix is what they'd say.
But really, you could build, and you, like I said, so you got to be in TNA for, say, 6 months without incident, without not so much as one fucking complaint. Now, you have to take into account that there's going to be nuances, because there's undoubtedly women back there that just automatically have it in for her, not willing to give her a chance. If that's their prerogative, okay. But management has to be cognizant of that fact, that that's a real likely possibility of something that could happen. So with that in mind, we get a complaint. All right, we got to look into it. We got to interview her. Hey, just bring them in, sit them down. What's the deal? Because what is the deal? Because we can't have this bullshit. So either we're going to be fucking professional, because we're not working for fucking $5 a handshake and a hot dog at the fucking bingo hall anymore. Let's fucking be professional, because you've got the next step on the line. So Tessa does her 6 months. Okay, so she starts making NXT appearances. Now, are they willing to wait that long? I don't know, but should they? Absolutely. You have to fucking let something like this marinate. And we know she's one of the best female workers out there. Just stepping back in the ring, she is. The woman's got a fucking pedigree for it. She's a fantastic worker. That being said, she never needs to work another man again, because those are the most garbage tier fucking matches on earth. And that's what ruined Brian Cage to me. And I love the guy, but I mean, that's why he's not world champion. He's the TV champion.
I will say though, I would not mind seeing her beat the shit out of Joey Ryan.
Oh,
I will make that exception. That one exception is Joey Ryan, because he's literally just the worst kind of person.
I think he's worse. On the amusement park, not I don't think he's working the wrestling ring. I think he's working amusement parks now.
The man had a extreme amount of chest hair, though. I will say that. Fucking furry.
Yeah.
Is it like Les Grossman? Does he have a little Star of David nestled in that nest?
Probably.
All right.
Two wild and crazy guys.
He makes Robin Williams look bald.
Yeah, that guy was definitely like a Sasquatch, or he was like part Armenian or something.
What's his name? What's his real name? Joy Skorofsky. He sells carpets in back room.
Yeah, I have lots of brass things with blue carpets and blue tapestries.
Oh, I don't know. It just got all they had was blue curtains and golden curtain rods.
Who let the Persians decorate? I feel like I'm in a Persian nightclub.
I just keep waiting for Aladdin to hop on his chest and fly away.
All right.
A whole new world.
Hello, beautiful lady.
No,
I am Venus.
I think there's a lot of potential for her with even in I don't know so much about the roster, the TNA women's roster anymore. I really don't. I haven't watched a TNA show in years. I watch clips, and if I see a headline, something like this, because I like Jordynne Grace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks great in that shot, in that footage.
Oh, dude, she's fucking fantastic. I say Jonathan Gresham's a lucky man.
I'm still a Rosemary fan. I love her.
She's got a good look. I'd never really seen her before.
She's a really good worker too. She really is a good worker. She's really a vet now. She's been in TNA since I think 2014 or something like that.
Oh wow, been there a minute.
Like she's the one that I don't know if it was her, but she was involved in the whole when Bunny got killed.
Yep.
Oh.
The Bunny.
Yeah, she had a whole supernatural storyline.
Yeah.
Or
James
world.
Mitchell showed up quite a bit, like in the undead realm.
Oh,
and TNA's like the only company that could pull that shit off.
Yeah, because everybody's like, it's TNA, fuck it, whatever. TNA's a regular, like, we got Joe Hendry, bitches, what?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Did you see the clip of him in Reality Wrestling?
No.
Yeah, Booker T not a fan.
No.
Oh, no.
Because he keeps calling him like the president of his fan club, and Booker T finally came out and it's like, no, this is my show. I ain't no president of no fan club.
Booker T was not impressed to the point where he was like,
Tell me he didn't just say that.
God.
no. I would like to see eventually. It'd be kind of you got Tessa and Charlotte. I mean, not a bad matchup. But her and Bianca, yeah, you could. I don't need that'd be bad. That would be bad because you can't have a 4 horsemen because there's nobody good enough to do it. You have another 4 horsewomen. I'm like, damn it. There's another thing the women have fucking stolen from us. They took War Games and fucked that up with Refrigerator Jacks and
my hole.
How's your hole?
Somebody get the drywall mud.
So I know this would never happen, but Tully's daughter, Rick's daughter, Henning has a daughter, and I don't know who the 4th one would be, but they had such a revolving door of, the 4th person that you could easily put anybody in there. They don't even have to be good because, Paul Roma or whatever person you want. Not in the. I'm just saying that style of 4th person.
I'm just every time I hear his name associated with the Horseman, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
Yeah, he did. He was like, yeah, whatever. It's like, dude, no, you don't sell that shit. Like, that's kind of an honor.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you talking about, Roma? Like Paul Roma's fucking anybody to no sell anything. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Piper's an interesting shout. I didn't think about that, Draven.
I forgot Piper had a daughter. I know. She works. But Tessa, there's like even it's so funny too because she's about $120, $125, which is like the same size as like Liv Morgan. And like look at Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan could not work with her. Like Liv is not that I don't. She's not that good. Like her finisher's not. It's not. I don't know. She's athletic, but I don't know. She's got a look and she's whatever with her.
If you're gonna talk about Liv Morgan, you got to show it.
Okay, well,
You can't tease a man like that.
you're not gonna.
You have the clip.
Gorgeous men like Dominic go for girls that look like me.
Almost finished.
We got a show live.
And done.
So close.
We
They don't call me the Minuteman for nothing.
Click, boom.
We gotta hang on a second for the next one. We gotta change up the music here because it's about to be. There we go. Because we're gonna talk about this now. Go up here. Let me get the deal. Hang on. Where's the deal?
Yeah.
Right here. There we go. There we go. Had the graphic here. But no, Saturday night's main event came back, and I didn't get to watch it. I watched it. Did you watch it? Okay.
Yeah.
See that belt?
Yeah, they used the winged eagle, right?
Yep.
They did.
Not the
Well,
actual one.
It was one of the shop.com versions because it had the never really used logo on it. And it also wasn't dual plated, which is my preference. I like the silver background which has the gold popping, like Savage War. But I mean, the principle, I like it. In principle, I like it. But it could have definitely been better because, give me the F.
Well, I heard
I know you got it there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Thody was the only face that won. Like
He won like a heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine by me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that faces can't take advantage of opportunities. That's totally fine. But you're right. He was the only good guy that went over. But personally, I wouldn't have had him win. I think that the way that Cody got package pile drove should have been the way that the match ended, not happening after the show.
Oh.
And
I like Cody. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just thought that it was more interesting for Kevin to have a run, even if it's short.
Yeah, they might as well at this point because Cody's run has just been. And I broke down every one of his. Hang on a second. We've talked about Cody enough, Chris. I think we've summoned him, haven't we?
Uh-oh.
Wrestling has more than one black champion. There's melanin in his soul, Negro icon Cody Rhodes, doing it for the culture munchie, When blacks are down, Cody's there, and he knows how to braid hair. The Vinnie puts his kid in regularly. It's Cody Rhodes, his father said, blacker the berry, the sweeter is the juice. When the took a piece of championship away, I felt defeated, but then when Cody won, those feelings went away. Those thoughts were heated. Cody, my heroes, one of my favorite heroes. Where Cody starts racism ends, Wakanda's leader.
That's such a classic.
We haven't played it in a couple weeks.
If the bit is going to be paid off, that means that Cody must lose to Brock Lesnar. Because Big E lost to Brock, Kofi lost to Brock, Bobby lost to Brock. Oh, and Dwayne lost to the Brock. So if the bit is to remain the same, then Cody must lose the title to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, surprise, like return to the ring. It's just raining yellow, like golden shower in the ring.
God damn it. God damn it, Chris.
Son of a bitch. Brock, I told you not to do it. What the hell?
Is that what was sent? Because I thought it was the raining poo, like from the DX and Smith McMahon skit.
Come here, Janelle. Allegedly.
Drop it like it's hot.
So Saturday night's main event here. We had some matches, and there were matches, and there's a fucking Adam. All right, so Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn. I know he did a little cat and mouse, come back inside, Claymore kick, pinned him. Drew McIntyre, man, I'm sorry, they dropped the ball with him. Drew should be he should be up at the top right now. I think that's a guy you just sign into a contract. I'm like, I don't want to see him languish, and I don't want to see his star diminish, because I think that guy deserves more, because he is a star. Like, that guy is a fucking blue chip just star. You know, he's got all the intangibles. He's very charismatic, definitely has the look, the size, the presence. He's a guy you look at, you're like, this guy is a professional wrestler. Like, you see that, and you're like, yes, you know that when you see this guy, you know, and his in-ring work is fucking solid. Like,
absolutely.
So I don't know, like, him working a program with Sami Zayn seems above him at this point. It really does to me.
I really thought it was going to be a one-move match, and I'm not even a one-move match kind of person, but that shows how much of a disparity there is between the two. Sammy is a follower, and Drew just doesn't feel like he is on Sammy's level anymore. It feels like he's head and shoulders above it. That's why I thought it was just going to be a Claymore and done.
Yeah.
And so I was surprised the match went as long as it did.
Yeah, I don't think it should have been a squash. If any of them should have been, this was the one right here. Just bam, right out of the gates. It's like, holy shit. And why not? What else are you doing? What else is Sami Zayn gonna fucking do? Nothing. He's got nothing to do. So use him as
the only way that I would have been okay with Sammy having a lot of fight in him, and mind you, this A, isn't happening, and B, won't happen. But if Kevin would have won the title in the main event, and then Sami Zayn won the Elimination Chamber in Canada, where he's from, then, okay, you can justify him putting up a fight. But since Kevin's not champion, and Sami's not going on to do something prominent at WrestleMania, then there's no sense in him having a competitive match with Drew McIntyre. Or at least I don't understand what the purpose was, if there is one.
No, there really isn't. To me, I mean, I look at it like that, like, where's the upside? The upside of this is Drew. What does Drew stand to gain from going over on Sami Zayn? Really nothing, unless it's a definitive squash. Like you said, there's no sense in a competitive match between these two. Sami Zayn is 206 pounds that you would see walking through a grocery store.
Yeah, he's not physically intimidating at all.
No, there's
well, and regardless of his stature, it's his presentation. He's always wanting to be a people pleaser, whereas Drew is out here wanting to prove a point. As a matter of fact, let's say, for instance, that Drew wins the Royal Rumble again, and then he goes and takes Cody's head off at WrestleMania and walks out with the title. And he can blame him for wanting to be friends with Roman when Roman went and made everybody's life miserable. You know, I think that Drew has more of the argument to be made than Sami does at this point.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, Drew still won, so right outcome.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not about the journey sometimes, it's the finish, and the finish is what counted in this, and it went the right way. Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan, the champion, defeated Damage Control's Io Stand and Wait Sky. And I like Io Sky. I do.
She did botch that one move, though, pretty badly.
Yeah.
There's like I said, every match I watch with her and Kairi Sane, all I see is, hey, stand and wait while I prepare, stand and wait. And I've counted it out, the seconds. It's like 8 to 10 seconds. These girls stand and wait, stand and wait, stand and wait. And it's like, just stop. Like, make it count. Stop doing this shit like 2 or 3 times a fucking match. Like, that's too much. It's too much. It doesn't mean anything anymore when you've got fucking 4 to 5, 6 spots like this, a fucking match, and you see girls standing and waiting, and this is for the guys too, but it just we're talking about the women's match, so this is where it's front and center right now.
It makes me wonder who's guiding them along, because I feel like that with the person I know that used to be the producer of the women, Fit Finley, things would be more snug, and obviously for the right reason, because that's his style. And so I don't know who was the guiding hand for this match, but yeah, give it to someone like
D Freeze, or is it me? Okay.
Yeah, it's not us.
All right. I was like, it's always like right in the middle of a point too.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to hear what he's saying.
I know. I'm like sitting here waiting. I'm like,
hey, be there?
Is he there,
what?
bro?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah.
It froze like right when you were like, they should give it to somebody like, and you froze.
Oh,
Like,
William Regal.
Oh,
Regal. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, well, you didn't know I said it, but he has said not to waste movement in a match, make everything matter.
Yep. No, it's absolutely right. And there's too much gaga now. So you can't put together a coherent match with all that shit going on. And that's, Liv finished her with the Oblivion. Like I said, that move is kind of whatever to me. I don't know. Whatever, it works for her. World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther defeated Damian Priest and Finn Balor to retain. He won by pinfall. Gunther's another one. I like Gunther. I do. But his title reign, they haven't done him right. It's not his fault. The booking has not made him shine,
Well, he's an afterthought in his own title program.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They're not focusing on him at all.
Right. I agree with you completely, CJ, that if Balor and Priest are going to be feuding, do your damn feud and make somebody Braun Breaker would have been a fine shout, but make somebody be the one who's going after the champion for the championship, not make him the third wheel in the date.
Absolutely.
He was the condom that was just left on the floor and forgot about.
The match itself was well done. Like there was one major spot where Gunther almost broke Priest's neck, but caught it in time to where everything was fine. And it wasn't Gunther's fault. It was that Priest's foot got caught on the steel steps. Blah blah blah. But and like like I said, the things that were happening in the match weren't the issue. It's everything that led up to getting here not making any sense for the program.
Yeah. And that's the caveat. And they, Gunther had that historic, IC title at 666 days. With the IC title, drops that. And his world title reign has been Sami Zayn and, him back and forth with Damian Priest. And here comes Finn Balor. And when you've got somebody, like you said, like a Braun Breaker, that's another guy. You strap a rocket to his back right now, he's going to take you to the moon. Like that guy, his limitless potential. Another guy, he's got the presence, charisma. He's, for what he has done on the microphone, it's serviceable. And for his character, it works. That's all.
I think he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
The more you give him, the more he'll improve, or the more time you give him. I mean,
well, the only thing I don't like about with him is they don't really lean into the Steiner history. Neither of his dads were good promos. We should. This is
Scotty.
33 and a third.
No, I mean, I'm not saying they weren't entertaining. I'm saying they weren't good.
Wait, speaking of which.
They say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance, minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we used to go 1-on-1 and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
Senor Joe.
Promo will never get old.
I love it.
No, that was fucking amazing.
While it always makes my cheeks hurt, I cannot ever be against Joe. I think Samoa Joe, yeah, physique might not be great, but he was just such, I mean, still is, don't get me wrong, you know, when he's not filming TV shows. He's just such a believable guy.
I like Joe. Joe didn't need to be like jacked. He had that like badass aura about him. He's like that barrel chested, like 80s style guy, you know, other than like the He-Man action figure type. There was a guy that you would see at your local bar that's knocked out about 20, 30 dudes in his life. That's the kind of guy he looks like.
Yeah. I don't know. He always gave me that Bam Bam feeling.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have a ton of height, but he wasn't small. Mm-hmm. You know, he wasn't jacked, but he wasn't. He was also intimidating. Like he just had that Bammer feel to him.
Yeah,
I always loved him walking away from someone doing a move.
Yep,
it's like the ultimate disrespect. Like, oh, you're gonna hit me with a missile dropkick? Nah.
So I know this is going backwards, but that's exactly what Liv Morgan should have done when Io Sky messed up. Just walk away, be like, "You ain't hitting me with nothing because I'm not even here."
Yep. Just walk on by.
Walk on by.
And man, so yeah, Gunther, they just have not done right by him. Next one we got
a better name. I'm sorry, Gunther.
I don't mind it. It works.
Augustus Glut.
I keep wanting to. What is his full name? Gunther Lieben Glauten Globen.
Guten Harden up the Bowman.
It was going to be Gunther Stark until somebody complained that it was the name of a Nazi general, and I'm just like, names, people, you know, it happens. Is my point, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder, though, how many people were named
your dog Adolf
before World War II?
Chris.
Yeah. Do you have the Gunthers under the floorboards?
Point to the areas in the floor where the Gunthers are hiding.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Oy vey. But no, they do. They need to do right by my man. No, he's you know, they say, oh, Gunther's, but I like his style. He does some power moves. He can get up on the top. You know, the finisher being a sleeper hold. that got pitched to me. Why don't you use a sleeper hold? I'm like, man, no, not yet. No, I got no. I can still move. I'm not using a sleeper hold as my finisher yet. I'm like, that's underselling what I can do. But I like Gunther using like the power bomb, like the fold up power bomb better as a finisher.
That's what he won the match with.
Is that what he went over with? Okay.
Yeah, he beat Balor with the power bomb.
All right.
He almost pinned him like Rhea Ripley, and I was like, this is a little touch too much for me.
Yeah. Is one of our good friends.
That'd be like someone pinning someone like the Undertaker, but being on top of them when they do it.
That's like somebody saying,
Fucking quiz!
Where's Okada's Grundle when you need it?
Okada's Grundle? Wait, you had to bring it up, didn't you? Wait, where's it at? Here it is, right here. I'm the ghost of Okada's Grundle. Yeah.
Why does it smell like Fisherman's Wharf and shit in here?
Sorry, Kyle.
It smells like Cash Wheeler down here.
Oh, Gruber.
Is it Cash Wheeler?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Terrible. So women's U.S. Championship tournament final. Meechin lost to Chelsea Green. She becomes the first women's U.S. champion, and Matt Cardona is. I'm look at that under boob. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I just noticed. I didn't even notice. I just found a picture with the title. I'm like, this will work. Oh shit. But no, it's funny.
Don't hurt us, YouTube.
Nick Aldis looks better than half the fucking roster. The men's roster.
It was an all TNA affair. So you had Jade, who's Meechin, Chelsea Green, who was the hot mess, Laurel Van Ness, and Nick Aldis, formerly Magnus, all for this match.
I remember him as Magnus.
But yeah, you're right. Nick Aldis, he definitely has. He's built for this. I don't understand why he's not laced up some boots.
Is it an injury thing with him?
I don't think so.
Not to my knowledge.
NWA before he left.
Recently, he's still ready to go.
Put that guy in the ring, man.
Bigger than the AEW roster.
Yeah.
But no, how was the match with Chelsea and Meechin? Because Chelsea's a fucking solid worker.
Yeah, they were both fine. Everything they did was quality stuff. The finish was wonky, but it got to where they wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. So they were fighting off the top rope or for control on the top, and Chelsea lands on her feet and hits None Prettier, which looked a little, like I said, awkward, but they got where they wanted and everything was good. She hit a Rough Rider before they did that spot because she came out wearing Zack Ryder homage pants with one leg. And of course, Cardona now calls himself one half of the first WWE Women's United States Champion.
Oh my God. Dude, and big man, that guy was using social media and the internet before any other workers were really taking advantage of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love the skit where he's trying to scale a chain link fence and somebody yells out, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to get over."
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like the bits that he did were always, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you can still find it entertaining.
Yep. Yeah,
like another one where he had some crayons and he was messing around there. "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to draw money."
That's fucking good. See, that's the shit me and James used to do. I mean, it was we're in the middle of cutting a promo, or we're walking, and there's the roving cam. We're supposed to be fucking playing the crowd, and we just walk over to the camera and be like, "Look, Mom, we're over." And just stupid shit like that. Just the little wink, and we did little wink and nods and shit when we were in the ring, and yeah, it just kind of like, yep, this is for the boys. Just a little, just a little something when the episode airs, they'll be like, "Oh shit," like.
Yeah, so he brought back the original channel. I think he renamed it something other than Z True Long Island Story, because that wouldn't make any sense anymore. But he did a video recently saying how that Arn Anderson was one of the first people to acknowledge the work that he was putting in. He's like, he didn't get it, but he saw that it was hard work and that it was for the betterment of the business. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I don't know. I love Arn Anderson stories, and even if you don't get it, you can still tell that it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our last match, we kind of talked. Wait. I want to rewind to Chelsea for a minute here. What's next for her now that she's champion? Like, who do you have step up for her over there? Because that's on SmackDown.
Yes, but if I was to guess, and maybe it was because it was Long Island, it might just be Long Island. But if the crowd remains on her side like Long Island was, I think Piper Niven is turning on her. Maybe not in the next month, but in the next couple of months, to lead to a whatever their tag team name is exploding.
I was kind of like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, who? And I swear to God, they should the women's tag titles should go back to Fire and Dawn, because I don't think they should have taken them off that in the first place. But what I did, and I said this to somebody the other day, I can't remember who the fuck I was talking to, but Jade Cargill's out, right? Naomi's, I want to step in and defend the belts. You know, why shouldn't I do it? Blah, blah, blah. So this sets up, you know, dysentery in the ranks for a heel turn with, you know,
dysentery in the ranks.
Dysentery in the ranks.
Dissension.
No, this is dysentery in the ranks. The nation. This is going to cause the final death blow to the nation of menstruation. You know, but it does. It sets up because you've got to do something. You've got to have a heel turn.
It's like lava.
And Jade and Bianca need to separate because Jade, it's time for her to either, you know, fly, baby bird. You got to fly on your own, or you need to find another line of work. Go audition for the role of fucking Storm, darling, because you are built like a fucking action figure.
Yep.
Gorgeous. I mean, she is like the comic book Storm, like down to the abs and everything. Like she's her entrance, she's perfect for it. But I wanted to see her succeed since I started watching AEW because I was obviously like taken by her fucking aesthetics because Jesus, God in heaven, if I could design a fucking ideal woman, there it is. But other than that, like Tony Khan did her a disservice by putting her on a fucking island and just letting her be the female Goldberg over there until she had to put over Stat for the title. And then she comes over, you know, the Royal Rumble gimmick and tags with Bianca so Bianca can mask her shortcomings. And it's worked. Jade's botched some spots, but I mean, let's face it, shit happens, you know, but it's just the frequency in which it happens to her. She's not quite Tongaloa. She's not sitting out there going like, what do I do? What do I do? I forgot how to wrestle. You know, like him. God, you know, I hope he heals up. You know, I know he tore a bicep. I want the man to heal. I'm not knocking him for the injury, but Jesus, God in heaven, he's been in the business long enough. You're on the fucking biggest stage, and you go out there and you can't throw a punch. You can't hit somebody with the stairs. You can't remember where to fucking walk in the ring. I mean, God damn. This is fucking first year indie shit.
And here's the crazy thing. His dad was so pristine. He was one of the most believable people to ever be in a wrestling ring.
Yes.
Talent.
Yeah, I almost wish they would have just called him Camacho for the hilarity of it all.
Yeah. He's God. Yeah. Oof.
Like you could call him Camacho whatever, Tongan.
Tonga Camacho.
Miami Sound Machine.
The Camacho Kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Tomadonga.
No, but I do. So there's your tag title split with Jade and them. There, you do that. You work that the heel turn. I think Bianca needs to turn heel. Because she's the female John Cena right now.
Yeah,
like, she's just unstoppable. I mean, I think she still draws. I think it would be a great move to turn her heel. Honestly, I do. I think the crowd would be like, they would be stunned. The crowd, honestly, it would. The live crowd, because she does have a fan base, and it's almost it would work. I think that's just me.
Well, yeah, especially if she's against Tessa Blanchard, because then we can have a baby face who's a neo Yahtzee.
in a cruel twist of irony, Tessa's the baby face. Like Triple H is sitting back going,
crap, this is Trump's America.
Triple H is sitting back going like, I don't know if we can do this.
We're all standing up doing the Roman salute while they enter the ring.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can do this program.
Yeah.
Nick Khan's sitting there going like,
yeah, they're like in Glow. Remember when they did that on Glow? The two girls were like the Yahtzees or whatever, and they're fighting. And it's like, yeah, I don't think we can do this.
Was that you're talking? See, I didn't see the whole TV series. I saw like one episode of it.
It was so good.
I need to watch that. I do.
Yeah, man. What's her face? Allison Brie
Allison Brie looked great. I want to see that Queen of the Ring movie that Camille's in, and the chick from Arrow. She looked great in that. what the fuck? I can't think of her name, but she the chick with the nice legs, the blonde, was the computer chick in Arrow. K&J Horror. What did he say?
Oh,
Jade needs to be a heel.
Mm.
I don't know. I just don't think it has the shock value of Bianca turning heel. And I mean, to freshen it up, that's why I'm saying you turn her heel.
Well,
her and Naomi turn on Jade.
Well, that and like when you're a heel, you have a responsibility in the ring, and I don't think Jade is up to it because they're like the heel leads the match.
Yeah,
like,
the heel's the general.
Yeah,
Jade's not a general, not at all, not in the least bit. That's why her.
Say that.
I know, because I want her to be the Dom. Are you kidding me? No, really though, she can't. She's not going to be able to go out there and call a match and lead it. They're going to have, and even if they like step it out in the back, the fact that her recalling all that is just, that's why like even like when I go out, when Jared and I go, I'm not going to fucking be, we'll be like, okay, here's the 3 or 4 spots we want to get to. The rest of it, we'll just fucking see what the crowd wants us to do. We'll have it worked out like that. But
yeah, I would always have an open and a close, but nothing in the middle. The middle would just be whatever felt right.
Yep. Yeah. What are we gonna do? All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny's here.
Hey, how are we doing, everybody?
Good, man.
Sorry, I had family visiting before.
Yeah.
What's up? What did I miss? What's going on? What are you talking about?
We just we'll end the talk about that. We'll get to the undisputed championship. Like I said, Cody defeated KO. KO got into what I want to go into is what happened after the show more. The Triple H and Kevin Owens confrontation. And is there rumblings now of Triple H actually like working a match? I didn't think he could do that.
I don't think he can either. I think it's more likely that Nick Aldis will step up in his place because when you have a pacemaker, I mean, Flair did it, but you shouldn't do it.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
idiotic.
I mean, that's the operative word with Ric Flair. If you tell him not to do it, he's gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think he wants to work and die in the ring. Or Randy the Ram.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah. We're about overdue for one, and I hate to be that macabre, but this is somebody said it about AEW. They're like, somebody's gonna freaking die in the ring the way they're doing all this stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I 100% agree with them. Like the propeller foot should have been like you crossed the Rubicon. Like it's done. You gotta stop doing this shit. Like
exactly. But these people, they won't learn.
Nope.
No, I don't want to see Paul go out there and and he's got children. I don't want to see something happen to him. God knows the spirit is willing, but man, that ticker
is spongy and bruised.
That ticker says no, don't and listen, you gotta listen at that.
The
point.
Genius of his wife should be stepping in as well.
Yeah,
it's her kids as well. Man, it's like what the hell?
Yeah.
I will say this: there's a good chance that instead of Nick Aldis, it might just be Randy Orton returning from his pile driver to stand up for Triple H, who might take a pile driver, but I don't think he'll have a whole match.
Yeah. I could see that. That would he could just take the pile driver. That's just boop, nice and safe.
Yeah.
That's it. He's just one.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
All he's got to do is sell. That's all you got to do is fucking sell. That's pretty easy.
Up and down, and then flop like a fish.
Yep. Next thing I want to talk about is this guy right here. L.A. Knight. Yeah. I want this guy, like, he's another guy like who deserves to be like up here. And okay, so you put his Cornette calls him Shaky Nakamura. Shaky Nakamura over on Knight, and now you've got Knight getting beat down by the fucking Bloodline, and it's like,
they're wasting him again.
Well, they took him out on SmackDown, which was awesome because Trey took like detailed notes on every segment of SmackDown for me, and I saw that clip. I'm like, man, So what do you? I want this guy. I don't want him to languish. I don't want him to lose his steam. I want him. I'd like him to win the fucking Royal Rumble, but that's just me.
It isn't just you, because when Shinsuke Nakamura beat him at Survivor Series, that was the exact thought I had in my head.
Yeah.
Was we're taking the U.S. title off of him so that he can go to the Rumble and do big work. Because what better contrast is there than Gunther and LA Knight? Because these two characters would be like oil and water, two things that just they're totally opposite from one another. But I think that LA Knight would be what Gunther needs instead of being stuck, like I said, being the third wheel on that feud of Priest and Balor.
Yeah.
Putting a whole new dynamic in it with a guy who has put years and years into it, is over with the crowd, and yes, isn't a master technician, but is popular. I think that it could help both guys in that way. And it would get LA Knight away from, assuming that every piece stays on the board as it is. I don't know if it will or not, but assuming each title stays in the place that it currently resides, it would get LA Knight away from the U.S. title so that you don't have to worry about, oh, Nakamura beat him, so now he's blah, 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 whatever. Right. You know, it just gets him away from the whole scene. And this struck me before the new Bloodline beatdown, because I was thinking this at Survivor Series, not post Survivor Series. But I still think that he has the popularity, and I wish that he would have stayed off television for 6 weeks so that when his music hits at the show, something that's actually recognizable, which is rare in the Royal Rumble now, well, WWE now, recognizing music, that when he came out, that it would liven the crowd, and if he won, that would be excellent for him, obviously. And I think Gunther too.
Yeah. I think he should, because this guy, like I said, this is what they did with, like, for example, John Cena with the U.S. title. He had 100%. The title, and then he dropped it to Carlito, and then next thing you know, he's moving up the card. LA Knight has got himself over. He's maintained this for over a year now. Over a year. And that and I love it, but that shit's got a shelf life, man. You got to be careful. And
well, he's got a shelf life. He's in his 40s.
Exactly. He's like 42. You know,
which is weird because age is not the same thing it used to be, but it'll still catch up to you.
Yep. All it takes is one bad injury, and he's going to be out for a long time, because it's going to take a lot longer when you're older to recover. So it's like, use them wisely. Don't screw it up. I mean, if this is their plan, that's why they dropped the belt. They want to push him up further. Okay, then don't waste it, because again, you're going to piss off a lot of fans.
Well, who else is the leading contender to win the Royal Rumble? I mean, The Rock's always lingering out there, but outside of a Dwayne, who else is a leading contender to win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. It should be someone who's at least 12 years younger than The Rock.
It's gonna be me, baby. Dustin Rhodes. I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back from the
ghost,
boogie woogie. The ghost. That's right, Daddy. Woo! I'm gonna take out the fruit of my loins myself, if you will, baby.
Right. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be all for Dustin winning the damn thing, because I've always been a fan of Dustin Rhodes. He was one of my favorite guys from, like, I don't know, 92 on. I think Dustin's amazing, but he's in a whole other company, so that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Draven says Punk wins the Rumble.
Well, he's not wrong, though. He was supposed to win last.
Yep.
Yeah. So if that's their game plan, then it's okay. So you wasted LA Knight again.
Yep. Yay. Yeah. So they'll be like, "Here, LA Knight, you can be in the Money in the Bank." I don't know. It's like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Yep.
Look, Punk does not need to win the Royal Rumble. He can do money feuds without winning the Royal Rumble. And
McIntyre feud is the proof that he doesn't need a title feud to be prominent.
Not at all.
Yep.
And at the point he's at in his career, he should be willing to do business like Orton is. Hey, if it makes sense, I'll fucking look at the lights. Yeah, I don't fucking care. So that him winning the Royal Rumble to me is
I get scared. I get scared of a world where Punk's champion because I feel like that was the beginning of the end of his run in AEW is getting the title.
Yep.
Like, the minute he won the title, it was like everything just fell apart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He doesn't need the title. He's at that level now. He doesn't need it.
Listen, look at Piper. Piper never got the world heavyweight, in the Fed there. So, and he said it too. He goes, I didn't need it. He kept saying that in interviews. He goes, because he brought money. He was a great villain. Everyone loved him for that reason, and he's one of the biggest icons back in the day. So, okay. I mean, you could do something similar with Punk if you want him to, be an antagonist.
Punk's got a list of accolades a mile long, so it's not even like not winning the title this round even hurts his legacy.
Right. No.
He had a 454-day reign the first time around.
Yeah, that's it. So those are the reasons it doesn't make sense for him to win it. Absolutely.
I had a question because I saw something kind of recently that what's his face, Drew McIntyre, with that speech that he gave he was on one of the other podcasts and he flipped out. Yeah. So was there anything else that came of that afterwards? Is it a shoot?
They talked about it on commentary at Saturday Night's Main Event, just that he stormed out, but nothing like officially came of it. They're just using it as character motivation because he's saying that he's given and he's given and he's given to the business. So from here on out, he's just taking and taking, which I think is great as long as he's winning something. And he did win on Saturday, don't get me wrong. Okay. But it just has to be pedal to the metal, not a little here and a little there.
What is he, late 30s?
Drew's 38, isn't he?
Okay.
Hey, we're the same age then.
Yeah. Well, again, it's make use of these guys while they still can kick ass and hold the company.
Yeah.
Do something.
All right, let's see here. Let's talk about this young lady right here. Let's talk about Toni Storm.
Brutal. Get the van ready. I got the duct tape. I mean, we just can say hi to her. That's all.
So Toni came out dressed like Toni again, and they have a plan for her amnesia angle here, and that's what they're going to play this off as, amnesia. And this is according to Dave Meltzer. Okay, so as
are you listening to that guy?
Listen, this is just the article. So
he has all the inside information on AEW because he's too busy, sucking Young Buck dick. That's why he has his face is all spotty. It's not because of disease. It's because when you leave cum on that long, and you have to wash it off, it does shit to your skin.
Well, hold on. Rumor has it, Corny said it, I think. He goes, he's using that to fill in those holes in his face. So I don't know.
It's like the potholes in Saginaw on I-75.
It's like Edward James Olmos's face.
Oh God, that other creep.
God damn it. Some American me. All right. So according to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, Storm's current gimmick involves her believing she's brand new to AEW. And this is, I'll quote Meltzer. She's doing an amnesia angle. Meltzer explained. The idea came and she introduced herself as Thunder Rosa. Introduced herself to Tony Schiavone. Ryan, she thinks she's never been in AEW before, but there's flashbacks in the matches where you can see the old thing. That's the storyline, Brian. She's gonna revert back to timeless Toni Storm. But right now, Brian, she's got amnesia and has no recollection of anything that's happened, and she thinks she just signed to AEW for the first time. And Brian, we'll see how it goes.
You see, it's a very close imitation of him, but you'll never get it 100% right because the only way to do it is with cock in your mouth.
There's only one way.
Meltzer,
go to Hickory Farms quick.
So, but if they're doing an amnesia gimmick, this is the only way this makes sense, obviously, and it's kind of funny.
Well, with Toni Storm, that girl could pull off anything. Yeah. She made timeless Toni Storm work. Yep. I mean, when everyone's like, "What the hell is she doing?" She's entertaining.
I was going to make the same argument, Vinny, that if she can make a black and white movie starlet work, then I think that she'll make this pay off too. I mean, it took took time for Timeless Tony Storm to take off, and I think that this will take more than just one appearance for it to make an impact, or whatever the right word is.
But this is the version that everyone loves.
Oh. Yeah, it's the OG. But she'll like the reason why Timeless Tony Storm worked, because it's lame and nobody like, dude, anybody that lived during that period is dead. You know what I mean? But like, she sold it, and that's what made it work. And it was a unique gimmick when suddenly we're like, why is the TV in black and white? Oh, I'm noticing. I'm paying attention.
Yep.
And I have a feeling when she comes back with this amnesiac thing, she's going to do something. Like, I don't think it's going to be just amnesiac. Like, I think it might be like amnesiac plus psycho, where they'll do like little interspersed cuts. Like, if you've ever seen like those movies.
Like she got a split personality.
Yeah, like the Timeless Tony Storm personality is deeply in her subconscious, and it just starts jumping out, and that's gonna make her promos freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, I get that. She could do nothing wrong. That girl has been a superstar from day one.
Yes,
you know,
I agree.
She could work. She the acting bits that she does. Yeah, man, her mic work, everything's fantastic. She's a total package. There's a reason why they kept the belt on her for so long.
Yep.
She deserved it.
Yeah,
she certainly did.
She's a fucking draw. Like you said, everything you said. She's a star. She has the it. She has the charisma. Yeah, she took this goofy ass gimmick, and that was one of the last things that I really enjoyed about AEW. Was her gimmick, because it was just goddamn hilarious. And then she gets in the ring. She could obviously work, but that's why. It's funny that they get it with the women sometimes, but they don't get it with the men. Is the gimmick and the goofy promos like Tony does. That's what draws you in. The matches are kind of an afterthought at times.
Yep.
It's like put on a decent match, but if it's a character like her, that makes you want to watch it unto itself. And then the match is just the icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was really the only draw in AEW doing that.
Think of it this way, as the promo is a commercial.
Yeah.
Telling you why that you want to watch the match.
Yep.
Like, a graphic is not a commercial. A graphic isn't drawing you in necessarily. Like, I guess the perfect graphic might, but like, you can't sell an entire show on, oh, here's a thing I put on Instagram and expect that to do all the work for you. And whereas a character, and preferably multiple characters, but in the case of Tony, a character can really draw you into the match.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
the reason that the golden era was the golden era and the attitude era was the hot commodity was because there were a lot of characters doing great commercials for the matches or the shows in general.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. That's that AEW has a talented enough roster that if they actually booked properly, they could make noise. But
that's what I was going to say. I don't think it's the wrestler's fault.
No,
like
it's booking.
How to cook, if you will, or whatever the correct thing is. Put on a drama before they do the match. Then it becomes interesting and compelling. But when you got a guy like, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but a guy like Jay White, I can't think of a time that he's ever talked me into watching him wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. He's not. It's just he doesn't talk me into the match.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yep.
I
said the same thing when we used to watch it. I'm like, I mean, like a lot of guys, he's great work. I'm like, he's adequate, but there's nothing that's drawing me in. Sorry, guys. Like, there was nothing there for me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, but the problem is too. Again, we know it's con. We know it's people calling the shots too. Because a friend of mine, she worked at the company. She told me behind the scenes some stuff and what's going on, and we called it. Tony picks his favorites for the moment, and then he's like, "Oh, you're my favorite." He pushes you aside. He brings in another talent. "Oh, you're my favorite at the moment." He keeps pushing people aside until they screw up. Amazing talents. Or he spends a shit ton of money on certain individuals to get them there, and then doesn't know what to do with them because he has a new favorite.
They're action figures. Yeah, they're action figures, and like Oz, you were saying, like if you don't have a commercial for those action figures and they just pop in the ring and start beating the shit out of each other, It's like, yay, I forgot. Like after the match is over, you don't care, you know?
Exactly. Characters. It's a balancing act, and honestly, I think that, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I think that he basically should just be writing checks and letting other people figure out how best to use the talent he's got.
Yep.
I don't know. Or how about this? Let somebody else book Dynamite and Collision, and you go figure it out on Ring of Honor, since it's behind a paywall anyway that nobody wants to pay to watch.
Oh, that's what they did.
Honor Club is the way that the show is being distributed right now, which is their streaming service. Yeah. And it's a reasonable price. And I used to watch it at work until they blocked it because I was using so much bandwidth or whatever crap. But again, like I said, if I'm not saying he can't learn, maybe he can, but just don't do it on national television.
Yeah.
It's no different than a wrestler. You're not going to put a wrestler in the ring who doesn't know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Just like you don't put the booker, at the head of creative when he doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Well, that and the talent here, the wrestlers, like this is their freaking livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're screwing this shit up this badly, oh no, we got to do austerity checks and lay off 90% of our staff because nobody's freaking filling seats in the arenas, like you're doing serious damage to both your company, to their livelihoods, and to the freaking business in general.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Keep him, just make him be the money man, because he clearly, whatever they're doing with the politics, it's not working. You're having the George Lucas Star Wars prequels effect. Like nobody can say no, and they're terrified of trying to criticize him because they'll get fired, or.
Can I make a cheap plug?
Yeah.
I released a review of the George Lucas prequels today on my channel, Mr. Etep.
Oh, nice! What a coincidence!
That's funny.
Remember, when you're doing a cheap plug, you gotta.
Yeah, ding! Yeah. I believe in Oz.
Yeah. See, hold on. I gotta do a cheap plug too. Here, blow me up.
Like South Korean?
Yeah, there you go. No, not like South Korean. See, like over here, I got Alex Jones wearing Shadow of the Kraken t-shirt. That's Vinny's comic book. Everyone go support it. I'm wearing his t-shirt while firing a machine gun on a pirate ship. You're going to want this pirate book. So, yeah, go to Vinnieart.com. Thank you, everyone. There you go.
All right. Well, I think we've talked about all the wrestling we can really.
I did have a fun question. You said you watched the Saturday night's main event, the whole show.
Yeah, I did.
How was Jesse?
He may have missed a step, but it's been 40 years. But in the grand scheme of things, he was a breath of fresh air because he was not scared to be the heel that he is or is known to be. Like, he very much felt, like I said, it took him a little while to get in the rhythm, but he basically just treated Cody Rhodes like he was Hulk Hogan and Jesse was Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh, wow.
And I mean that as a complimentary way because
Heenan's amazing.
Absolutely. And he was always clearly able to see all the underhanded tactics that Hogan used, even as a good guy, poking the eye and raking the back and all that. Mm-hmm. And even though Cole and Pat thought it was fun or smart that Cody used a chair that was lying in the ring, although he didn't bring it, Jesse pointed out how that, he still did the wrong thing, even though he's supposed to be the good guy. So I think that he'll be better when they do it again on the 26th, I think, of January, 25th, 26th, something like that. Because as the night went on, so he began the show at the top of the stage with Joe, whatever the hell is
Tessitore.
Okay, yeah. Then they did a midway segment with those two again, and then he called the main event. But each time that he was on camera, he seemed to get more and more comfortable sliding back into the the comfortable role that he used to possess.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So wait, he's going to be staying on as color commentary?
For Saturday night's main event, yes. Yep. Anytime they do it throughout the year, he's going to come back.
Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
They're like, what do you think of the main? Jesse's like, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Cody Rhodes.
Oh God. Yeah, I almost forgot.
And I didn't get political either. I didn't say Kamala should have been president or nothing because I lost my marbles.
Speaking of politics and Jesse Ventura, next, not this Friday, but the following Friday, I'm going to release a Starrcade 1992 review. And I was taken aback when Jesse and Jim Ross were talking about Rush Limbaugh. And I was like, man, you wouldn't be able to just freely talk about being for Rush Limbaugh in the modern age. I mean, obviously he's dead, but
yeah,
I don't know. It was something that surprised me about 1992.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah. No, it was just like, okay, they made their deal, and just went on with it,
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's speaking of some shit, boys, we're about to get into it because it's time for Who Tweeted This Shit. That's right.
In this corner, Sarah Bush Silverman. I've seen her naked, and she's really. I mean, yeah.
So,
damn.
So for Who Tweeted This Shit, boys, I'm going to put a tweet up on the screen. I'm going to give you 4 choices, and we'll just go around the horn, and we'll see who tweeted this shit. So here we go. Here's number 1 right here. I feel weak. I feel nauseous. I feel impotent. I feel betrayed. I feel alone. I feel terrible.
Big Mike.
I do that in a Yiddish accent.
You want me to?
No,
Go ahead. No,
I feel weak. I feel nauseous. I feel impotent. I feel betrayed. I feel alone. I feel terrible.
Well, I can guarantee this was not written by a black person.
Rob Reiner.
Yeah, there is a Semitic tinge to this tweet.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
But what is it? My expectation. No, what is it? My expectations are destroyed. And
holy fuck.
My day is ruined.
Here's the list, boys. So we got is it Whoopi Goldberg, Chris Evans, AOC, or Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman.
I hope it's Ron Perlman. I don't want to be Chris Evans.
Well, Chris Evans showed his whole asshole on Twitter, so I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
Oh, Jesus!
That's America's asshole. So we got 1 for Perlman. Anybody else?
I could hear Whoopi saying this too.
Well, yeah, because she's got a penis.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what impotent. Yeah, it's like she doesn't know what impotent means.
That's right. Why did no, I can't say that joke. Damn it!
Well, I mean, it's like she doesn't even know what rape is. So,
well, it's the why did the future doctor wear a suit to get the vasectomy? And the answer is, well, if I'm gonna be impotent, I might as well dress impotent.
Oh my god! It was Ron Gashman.
I win.
It was Gash. It was Gash all along.
Oh, shit.
So that's number 1.
Did he leave Twitter?
I think he's on Blue Sky with the rest of the PDF files now.
Did you hear that? They said they're making massive arrests over there for that.
Yep.
I'm sure they are.
Dude, Trump set that up as a sting, by the way.
That's fantastic.
He's like, it was great. It was huge. Great move. Big league. Got them all in one place.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever done it before. It was the biggest PDF file gathering. Look at sent
They try to stop us.
No, follow the money. Look at the business holdings.
Yeah, they're trying to stop us from releasing the Epstein files. Okay, well, we got them now on Blue Sky.
After everyone joined Blue Sky, they get this notification on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Here's number 2. Elon, please, for the love of decency, get off Twitter. Hand the keys over to someone who does this as an actual job. And get on with running Tesla and SpaceX. You're destroying your credibility. It's just not a good look. Was this J.J. Abrams? Was it Don Cheadle? Was it Mark Ruffalo or was it Jamie Foxx?
Mark Ruffalo.
This is too nice to be Ruffalo. Because Ruffalo's got TDS worse than just about anybody.
Yeah.
I know, but I could hear his voice saying that.
Yeah.
That soy voice.
Please, for the love of decency, get off Twitter.
Doesn't he get more retarded, like with replies?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, you may be right. This may be Ruffalo.
I'm sticking with
J.J. Abrams, as much as I dislike what he does to movies, he's not this bad. Like he doesn't. I've never seen him go like on a tirade like this.
Well, he did say no more white comfort, but
yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that in interviews.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him take to social media to shit out some TDS. He likes to stroke his giant penis nose and do it at like conventions or whatever.
He looks like Dan Aykroyd in Nothing But Trouble.
Exactly. I'm like, shouldn't that thing be pixelated?
This one, gentlemen, was Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo.
I'm 2 for 2 in the nut jobs.
Yeah. Well, you could hear him. You could hear his voice say that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, please, for the love of God. Like,
oh, God and baby Jesus.
Now, was that before or after he went to that Indian reservation with the Flash and tried to kidnap a child?
Oh my God.
Here's number 3. I'm disgusted when I see some old guy with a younger woman or a younger guy with a younger woman. Just couples or groups. Any person.
This is a woman saying this.
Chris Fisk.
No, this is a woman saying this.
Was this
Jameel Hill?
Was this Katherine Heigl? Was it
that again?
She's that. She was in
Grey's Anatomy.
Knocked Up, Grey's Anatomy. She's in Suits.
Okay.
So we got Katherine.
Dogs.
We got Katherine Heigl. We have Daniel Kibblesmith.
Who's that?
We have.
That's the guy that did the New Warriors.
Yeah, the little limp-wristed guy. He was on Millionaire Matchmaker too, and he almost vomited when the woman tried to kiss him.
Gay.
So we have Katherine Heigl, Daniel Kibblesmith, Sarah Silverman, or Joss Whedon.
Sarah Silverman.
Chris says Silverman. Anybody else?
But that's how she made. Yeah, you know what? I think Chris is right because that's how they usually do it, and then they want to pull up the ladder behind them.
Yeah.
Well, no, all women, like women have a very distinct double standard where I'm disgusted when I see, and if it was a guy saying this, it would be like a couple where there's a big age difference or something. But women hate men innately, like
so they target. They target them.
Yeah, they always target the guys. You notice it's like all guy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I can see this being Silverman because of the end of it. It's like she's saying what she really feels at the beginning, and at the end she's trying to cover her ass by saying, "Oh, I'm just making a joke."
Yeah. It's like the Aubrey Plaza thing.
Yeah, I just laid a blanket on top of my statement.
Yep.
So this one was Joss Whedon.
Really?
Wrong bitch.
Yep.
Wow. Well, we were right. It was a woman who said this.
Yep.
And I remember before all the shit came out about him, he called himself a so-called male feminist, a woke bae.
Yeah, and he made Michelle Trachtenberg.
And then he got Me Too'd.
Yeah, and then he ruined Charisma Carpenter's life.
Yep.
Tortured that poor woman. Like, and that takes a lot for me to say tortured that poor woman because I am a raging misogynist. So this dude was a freaking monster on the set.
Yeah.
Like there was a stipulation where Michelle Trachtenberger, and I have to reinforce this, underage Michelle Trachtenberger was not allowed to be in the room alone with this predator.
Yep.
Freaking monster.
Yeah, but he was such a male. And then, because in the video I talked about it after all that his ex-wife came out and like she spilled the fucking tea and just fucking buried that motherfucker. And it was like he was just gone.
Well, male feminist just means sexual predator anyway.
Yep. That's what I always say. I was like, whenever I see these little simps in these comment sections, I'm like, you're a dot on a map, aren't you? out here simping for this gassed up mid. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Have some fucking self-respect.
Freaking Galahad.
But that, folks, that was who tweeted this shit. And
it's a fun segment.
It is. And speaking of that, but wait, there's more, because we got Orange is the New Fap.
The animals trap till the cages full. The cages full, the day is new, and everyone is waiting on you.
So I gotta play the Savage Beach music tonight.
Yeah.
We gotta get that. I fucking love this song. This shit.
Yeah.
Andy Sedaris is the man. All right. So we got 4 tonight. We only had 1 last week, but gentlemen, we're bringing it tonight for Orange is the New Fap. And let's not waste any time. Here we go. Get right into it. Here's
God.
That's a lot of fun.
Pocahontas.
I just love Chris's
her favorite
reaction.
song for the 10,000th week in a row. Hoya, hoya, hoya.
Ah, damn it!
Oh
I
my
don't have
God.
that GIF uploaded anymore.
Would you call her poked by hotness?
No, this is a crazed Latina. Like, if she had kids, she'd be pulling her chanclas off.
Is she a queef Latina?
This one has four charges, boys.
Jeez.
4 charges.
I think I can guess at least 2 right off the bat. I'm gonna say no. She's definitely got possession of weapons of some sort. I don't know if it's a cutty or a boot or a pew pew.
Was she cooking meth? Because she looks like she's been wearing a mask, like safety goggles.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she just found out her, her boyfriend or whatever that she was, stooping, is cheating on her with La Quinta down the street, and she just freaking went like, what's that South Bronx guy's name, Collogial or whatever? She just went full on Collogial or whatever. Yeah, she's just like it's like, that's a big name. Yeah, well, what this chick did for damage is big. Like, she was like a Latino version of the Tasmanian Devil. I think she like lit up an outdoor restaurant or something. I don't, she not good for you. I told you I am going to end your life. I'm not afraid to die. And she just took out everybody. I don't know how you can put that into terms of, so possession. Yeah. So she's got I would say a gun. I would say she probably has, this is like Los Destinos or some other telenovela where it says in the subtitles, like, shoots in Spanish.
What's up, Tina?
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
And yeah, she's trying to kill somebody, probably her man. I don't.
So attempted.
I don't think she I don't think she succeeded. Like, so she's got a gun. She probably fired off several rounds in a in like an open restaurant or something.
So discharging the firearm.
Yeah, and basically, like, the whole time she's doing the if you've ever seen that clip of the woman that like has like a flip out in the telenovela where she like knocks over the little girl in the wheelchair and then screams in Spanish. Yeah, she's all like like I'm not afraid to die, I'm taking you all to hell with me, So I don't know how you can put that into a crime, but that's the story I'm seeing in this lack of a soul between those dark recesses she calls her eyes.
That's smart.
All right, who's next?
Like, I'm still trying to figure out the two-tone skin on her face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like like I said, it looks like in the shape of a safety mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like she was cooking meth and something went fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Holy shit. Yeah. Because it's darker skin. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just around the eyes. It looks like it got like a safety mask was on. I'm going to go with manufacturing, possession, intent to distribute, and I'm going to throw in an ass back because her hair's messed up.
Yeah, she saw some action. She shot up that restaurant.
Somebody's got to throw in a prostitution and murder and dick biting for Adam.
I don't know.
Where's Adam?
Well, we could tack it on there somewhere. Listen, I think she's probably the girlfriend of a gang member, and she's probably also like the fall guy. That's why she's crying like that. I think he was the one who probably shot up. I don't know, a bank or something, trying to rob a bank. Something stupid, something crazy. Yeah, I think they left her with with the bag. So I'd say she probably has possession of weapons as well. Again, if they're using guns, knives, whatever, it looks like she's a fall guy for a gang. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. There's definitely a jilted lover in that eye.
Yeah. Just looking at the eyes alone, you could see it's like she's horrified what she had to do.
Carlos stuck me here.
Yeah. So they left her high and dry.
All right. Brutal.
Yeah, I think I'm on Team Vinny with that one because it's either that, what Vinny was saying, or you said it's four counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's either like a scenario like Vinny was talking about, or she just found out that her boyfriend that she shot a bunch of times didn't make it through surgery, and she's now going for murder. And
oh shit! Yeah, there was that. Is this that bitch from that story? Did you guys see that video on Twitter?
I don't know.
Oh no, wait, those were black people. My bad. There was like a black guy who got stabbed at his house by his psycho girlfriend. The paramedics picked him up in the ambulance. She chased the ambulance to the hospital, and via her car. And then while they're walking on the gurney or whatever or the stretcher into the operating room or whatever, she just comes in and like ambushes them in the hall and just continues like a piñata and just finishing this dude off on the gurney.
Jesus Christ!
And it was all on security film. It was like the most wild thing I've seen.
What the? Wow.
I didn't see it.
Wow.
Oh my God. So Brutal. You've got weapons possession, murder. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't know. If it's not what Vinny said, it's that she just found out that her boyfriend. It's that she found out that her boyfriend, whatever, just died on the operating table.
Now I'm turned off completely after hearing about that video. Jeez.
I know, that was so wild.
I'm thinking some kind of domestic violence thing.
Oh, domestic. All right. Yeah. Oz, what do you got?
I got nothing.
Jump into a bag of crazy.
Yeah, just throw in any guess at this point. Yep. It's all wild.
Yeah.
So what did she do?
All right, here we go. Here's what she did, boys. Possession of a firearm while committing a felony.
Whoa!
Terroristic threats. Carrying a concealed weapon and disturbing the peace.
I
think the one I missed was carrying a concealed, but shooting up a restaurant, screaming, "We're all gonna die, and I'm not afraid to die too." I would say that's pretty terroristic threat.
I said a bank, and she was like the fall guy. So I mean, I don't know.
She's in the restaurant shooting the place up, going, "There's no vegan options on these."
Wow. Dude, that is odd. Wow.
Why you got a Chinese man making my burritos?
Yeah.
That's cultural appropriation.
Who's that other girl over there that's making you your tortilla?
Mm-hmm.
She's got like a Mac 10. Just
CJ got 2 out of that. I think CJ got 2. Chris and Vinny each got 3.
Yeah, I didn't get the concealed one, but I got all the other ones.
Yep. Brutal got let's see, the only one you didn't get with the murder one was Brutal got 3 on that one as well.
Holy shit.
All right. Nice opening round, boys. Nice opening round.
That was pretty good for a cold start.
All right. Here we go.
Really go from here.
All right, now, oh my God. But if you thought this one was wild, we're bringing the heat tonight on Orange is the New Fap. So here we go. Here's number 2. This is a Chris Fisk special. I'm waiting for this reaction.
Oh God. Oh God.
What's going on with those eyes?
Holy fuck!
Those eyes, like, look at how they open like that. Yeah, that is a recidivist. First of all, that is a drug addict of some sort.
The eyes, Chico. It's the eyes.
This looks like, dude. You know what this is? This is the new character from GTA 6 that you play as. Like, this is a monster, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see the face of a monster, remember this one. Look at the hollow, like, those are owl eyes because there's no soul back there.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's.
I know something's violent in there, but how many?
There's 10 plus in this.
Oh my god! Dude, I was just kidding about the.
There is 10
star rating.
There is 10 fucking
National Guard's coming.
There
All
is
the
10
felonies, every
heavy
felony.
fucking hitting charges in this. What up, Alberto Ortiz? Welcome. We're trying to guess what crimes this woman committed right now.
What she didn't commit might be easy.
At this point, I'm like, God, I'm betting jaywalking is in there somewhere.
I was about to say, I don't think she jaywalked. Everything else she did.
All the crimes, every crime,
Yeah,
every felony.
This is everything. This is, dude. She is a recidivist. I would say she's probably like part of like a cartel, like an organized chop shop or something. I think she's a drug runner. I think she's a weapons dealer. I think she's a what the hell was that one? You remember that chick that we had a while back, where it turned out she was like the girlfriend of like the head of some huge gang.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty convinced if we grab her by the cheekbone like this and peel her skin back, she's got lizard skin behind there.
Yeah, I think it's burning.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
Jesus, dude.
a little self-bunculation.
This is somebody I don't even want to be in the same like time zone as.
Let me see that crazy girl.
Yeah, like those like
that crazy girl.
This is somebody that's like high up in a very organized, very like she's happy. She's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, the politicians we bribed are just gonna let me go once you book me.
Well, with the herpes she has on her mouth as well, we got to throw prostitution in there as well on top of her.
All right. So, Vinny, are you?
What crime did she commit? Yes.
Okay. Wait. I want to make this. I'm going to make this because there's so many charges. This is like a group effort. You guys are playing for points as a group.
Okay.
So if we can get some, we'll make this a 4-pointer. Mm-hmm. So there's 10 fucking charges. If we can collectively now, I'm gonna run back over what Chris had: organized crime, drugs, weapons,
Grand Theft Auto,
Grand Theft Auto, Vinny said GTA,
drugs, prostitution,
guns.
Yeah. There's possession and intent to distribute in this.
Oh yeah.
Identity theft.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Identity theft.
All the things.
I didn't even think of identity theft. Yeah,
identity theft, credit card fraud.
Anything a cartel will do, just take it down the list.
That's right.
10 freaking charges.
It'd be easier to try to figure out what she didn't.
Yeah,
unless this is like 10 variations of the same charge.
No, I want to hear that she's still in jail as well.
She did not jaywalk.
Dude, yeah, I think she got in a shootout with the cops. Like, I don't think that's herpes, because like if you look, there's like a perfect line
that's herpes.
Starting on her cheek. It looks like road rash or like, you know, like I mean, herpes.
Like she got into a scrap. She got punched.
I don't know.
Yeah, she like. I think
I don't want to look at her anymore.
No, yeah, like she like you can see that like there's a vestige there of hotness, but it's so overtaken by the malevolence that I'm actually genuinely scared of this person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't get fear about her eyes are creepy, but I didn't get fear from her.
Listen, people.
No, this is a monster. This is a.
Oh, I'm not doubting that. I just
like she's got connections that'll make you
Yeah.
disappear if you fart. You know,
Yeah,
you look at her wrong and
She's so mean. She made a coat out of the Grinch.
Well, better the Grinch than the little girl.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, all the crimes, every crime. She
All
did
right.
the
So
crime.
you guys have told me a lot. Now let's go here. I think we've
What
got
the hell
enough.
did she do? I'm
I
curious.
think we've got
Yeah,
enough.
I'm curious
I think
now.
We've got enough for point.
We're gonna bomb. She's probably like a whore.
She cut somebody's dick.
They're all
no,
whores, Mike.
they're
The one time Adam's not here.
violating
Holy-
Colorado's Organized
Whoa!
Crime
Holy
Control
shit!
Act, aggravated motor vehicle theft in the first degree,
GTA.
possession of a weapon by a previous offender, possession with intent to manufacture or distribute controlled substance,
Yeah.
cyber crimes, identity theft, first degree assault,
What?
leaving the scene of an accident,
Yeah,
vehicular
Brutal
assault,
got identity theft.
as well as
Yeah.
other charges, was part of a large organized Grand Theft Auto ring.
She's Michelle Rodriguez.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you can so. Oh my God, that is.
He win.
This is why I live alone and I hide in my house all the time.
Hmm.
Because if I see these people, it's like, what's that movie with Bruce Willis where he's like the superhero and he touched people and he saw their crimes?
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable, yeah. Like that's eerie. How like I mean, Brutal got like what was it the cyber crimes one or the identity?
Identity
theft?
theft.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have gotten that. But like you can see that this is like a very well connected monster in some type of cartel. Organized Crime Control Act. Jesus, a part of a large organized GTA ring. It's like, yeah, that's your chop shop right there. She's the bitch that fucking steals them and then brings
This is
them
like
back.
state level Rico.
Yeah, yeah. Oh damn.
This one is pure.
Sure.
Oh shit!
All right, everybody got 4 on that one. All right, here we go.
Dude.
Here's number 3. Are you?
That
guys
should have been the one you left for last. Very
Yeah,
honest.
that dude. How do you top that? How do you follow that thing?
Well, I'll follow her up with this one.
Oh, hey now.
This one's like an actress.
It's like
Yeah,
Rosie
she's
Perez.
Yeah.
probably stupid.
Yeah, I'm not getting any scary vibes from her. Which
Yeah,
is
she
weird.
looks familiar.
I see Latino. I'm more scared of this one than the other one.
She's got a
I'm seeing
chancla
Dick
that knows how to
Cheney
use
in that
it.
chin.
No, I like the so like she's at that like you know how you can tell like with the crazy eyes where you can see white around the entirety of the
Yeah,
iris.
Frankie was,
Yeah.
yeah. That's,
Yeah. Like she's not quite there, but she is Latina, so she probably has shanked somebody. I don't know.
One charge.
She's
One
a Mortal
charge.
Kombat character.
One charge.
Yeah.
Shit.
Would it all be in like Tejano music? Like
Well, she's got a neck that Andre the Giant would have a problem choking.
Concealed
No.
carry of a chancla.
No, she's kind of hot, dude. Like
Uh-huh.
and I'm not getting like scary I'm gonna kill you vibes.
God damn it, Tony.
God damn it, Tony.
I'm not reading that.
I'm not. Not it.
You just say what I think you said.
Wait a second. Where's the gimmick? Where's the gimmick? But
God bless us, everyone.
but
Now, to be fair.
To be fair.
all right. So one charge. What do we got here?
Okay, now, to be fair.
To be fair.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hey,
Sure.
Oh, God.
My
Yeah,
notepad hit the space bar.
I'm not. This one's hard. I'm not getting any
That's
violence.
what she said.
Yeah, she could help me with that.
I think if you went so over the top with the other one, we only have one charge now. It's probably
Yeah.
Did she
Oh,
ask
God,
that her
she's
plastic
not the-
surgeon for fucking up?
Say it again.
Did she ask Bat her plastic surgeon for fucking her face up?
Oh.
No, that's just Puerto Rican, dude.
Yeah. Well, Chris ain't wrong there.
Yeah.
I've
You
seen
see
a lot
Rosie
of,
Perez. Don't
Yeah.
be stupid. I think she's hot, dude, to be honest. And I don't generally like.
Oh, I'm not calling her ugly, but she definitely has that Puerto Rican face for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I grew up in an area that had a lot of Puerto Rican people.
All right.
I'm going to go DUI.
DUI. All right. CJ kicks it off with a DUI. Who's next?
El Paso. Yeah.
Fuck her, you get a ring of fire. You got herpes down and gonorrhea's higher.
If it's Latina, it's either gonna be domestic or it's gonna be something like fucking theft.
Some type of shoplifting or domestic charge or whatever it is. It's resisting arrest.
Yeah, I'll go with theft.
Is that what you want, Brutal? Did you say shoplifting first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Because she's got to be
I'll take
guilty of something.
prostitution.
Prostitution from Oz.
Damn. Yeah. How much?
Right? Me love you long time.
Do you take cash?
Suck it. $5, soldier boy.
I can use my rubber check as a prophylactic.
Oopsie.
What do you say on this one, Chris?
Maybe the reason why it is throwing me off is because all women are thieves and liars. So if she is a thief, it misses me. I don't think it's violent. Like I can't.
I just heard Draven in my head say, "Miss me with that shit."
Yeah, I mean, well, home invasion would probably have a violent thing to it. I guess theft, but I don't know what kind. So I'm drawing a blank on this one, to be honest. Like,
all right, the last one fucked everybody up.
Yeah, it really did, dude. There's like freaking 10 of those things. God damn.
All right, here we go, boys. Shoplifting.
Oh shit! Hey, all right. Yep. Yeah, broke
I know
my
my
spidey sense. Yeah, it broke my spidey sense because they're all thieves.
All right, so here we go. Our very last one. All right. How we ready for this? This is the last one. Here we go.
No.
Here she is.
Oh, that looks like Jamie Murray from Defiance.
I'll take her.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Whatever's wrong, I'll take her.
How have you been saving these ones?
We had to go out on a high note. You got to end on.
Although, yeah, like, I have a feeling I'd be a dot on the map, though. She looks like she could be my grandkid.
Three charges. Three charges.
She's just a nasty little Jewish princess. La 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 la.
Wait, Brett Cooper got in trouble as soon as she got let go, didn't she?
What'd she do?
Yeah, here she is.
Here's Brett Cooper, ladies and gentlemen, from the comment section.
Yeah.
No, she's got 3 charges.
3?
3.
Yeah. See, if you compare her with the Latina that you just showed, you can see violence in this one that you can't see in the other one.
I like it.
I think it's like the positioning of the head and the side eye.
Yeah.
I think and again, I'm losing my touch here, man. Like it's all
I'll touch
gray. Yeah. I'm gonna need some hours upon hours of research, heavy research.
Yeah, these things happen. I don't know. She looks young. Usually the young ones, I see a party dress. I'm gonna say like fucking DUI. Just got alcohol involved. Probably resisting arrest.
Definitely a part of it.
That's what I'm going with. I'm gonna go tried and true.
And assault. All right. Who's next?
Based on what Vinny's saying, like I would say that this is probably somebody that was at a club who probably had no business being there and got violent and drunk.
Okay.
So assault, disorderly.
Yep.
Drunk in public.
Yeah.
Public intoxication, maybe.
I wasn't drunk in public. I was drunk in a bar. They threw me out into public.
Yeah.
Arrest them.
And that's where the assault came in, which was trying to get back in.
Brutal.
Yeah. I'm seeing kind of a lot the same because she's obviously dressed like kind of nice, like looking. She looks like she's trying to dress like a nice and shit.
And she's too clean to be a hooker.
Right. She's a little.
All women are whores.
Well, I mean, the ones that are more dolled up, they're called escorts, and I've known.
Yep.
So it's not exactly what you always think.
It's either like she was out on out trying to enjoy herself and ended up scrapping, or out enjoying herself and got into driving violation, drunk driving.
Yeah. Like I said, the assault could have also been like boyfriend or whatever.
Right. Like
or
running
the
from
bouncer.
Yeah.
What's the old
they
saying?
cut her off.
In most cases, because again, I've known a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's usually the boyfriend was cheating on her. She finds out at the club. It's a place that they frequent, and then you get some fisticuffs.
Well, that and bouncers can press charges too. Like even though they're huge dudes, I bet he's like, Miss, you're gonna have to leave. She found her boyfriend or whatever. They got in their little tussle. Yeah. He grabbed her, brought her out.
The reason why they do that as well is because a lot of these same people, they frequent the same bars. So he doesn't want to have an encounter with her again too. Shit like that always happens. Like this chick I dated, her brother was a bouncer, and I heard some really fucked up stories.
Yeah.
It's like the age-old question, what's the difference between a slut and a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
The slut will sleep with anyone. The bitch will sleep with anyone but you.
Yeah.
What's your guess on this one, CJ?
Yeah, there's definitely some drunk here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go some drunk ass bat.
Drunk ass bat. All right.
Party!
My favorite kind of ass bat, the drunk ass bat.
I know a lot of bitches.
Here we go. Here she is. Simple assault, disorderly conduct, and person in possession under 21.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was young, but
that nose looks a lot better from the side than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. That side view, she looks a lot younger too. Like if we would have seen the side view, that looks like a high schooler, dude.
She's at least 18. She's in college.
Yeah. I was on par with this shit.
Yep.
She is a funky little Jewish princess.
That was Orange the New
Titanic's tits and sandblasted.
Chris is really good with the terrorist type women, and I'm good with the party ones.
Well, this one right here is the one that broke everybody.
Yeah,
it
really did. It really did because when you followed it up with the one that wasn't given any vibes, it totally threw me for a loop. I was like, she looks like a normal hot chick. I'm not seeing any soul bereft glance or anything.
Yeah, that was pure evil. Oof. Let's see. We'll go over here to Twitter and see what's going on Raw. If there's anything big happening here. While
when's the official Netflix crap going?
That's a nice segue because January 6th, Monday night, it'll be a special start time here. We will be starting at 8. Well, we'll start about 7:55 Eastern on Monday, January 6th. It's our Raw moves to Netflix Insurrection Day special. We picked a better day, so we'll have all there'll be Yuri. Well, since it's January 6th, Insurrection Day, Raw special. Yuri Grab a Bitch will be in studio. We'll probably have some live via satellite appearances from some of the other people around here to make sure they get their 2 cents in on Insurrection Day Raw special. So that'll be Monday, January 6th, 7:55 Eastern, right here. Nice. That's going to be it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be fun.
So did you
get the news on the re-examination of St. Florida fentanyl?
No.
Yeah, they're going to re-examine his heart tissues to prove that it wasn't murder.
So they fentanyl. Dude, they threw Chauvin to the wolves, man. That was like a lynch mob looking for that guy.
Why?
Oh wait, so
It was a lunch box.
So the War Raiders went over. So this right here is gonna, I believe, lead to JD McDonough's release from the company. The War Raiders went over on the Judgment Day for the tag titles on Raw. So JD McDonough is now expendable. He is completely expendable. So he'll have to take his ginormous head and roll on down the head pants new.
Quiet, you'll give him a complex.
That's what I need to do. I need to put that chat music song to his picture. If he put an H on his forehead, Kobe would have survived. Yep. He has forehead and afterhead.
He's beforehead, forehead and afterhead. So
he begins every sentence with "I know."
There's a couple more of those, but one of them I'm not showing on the air. That's a Patreon exclusive. Look at this is announced for the Insurrection Day special. Punk and Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad match. You don't need a title involved. There's a lot of heat there going back to when Punk came back from AEW and Rollins was screaming "fuck you," and then Rollins gets taken out by a fan. But nonetheless, I don't mind this as a program as long as it's away from the title pictures. I'm fine with that.
Well, here's the thing for me with Punk. Okay, is I know like we have a lot of differences with our political beliefs. Like I think his whole Predator angle with the Troom Kids thing, that's not going to fly. But like, I have to admit, like I can't deny this. He does have a positive impact on the industry. The crowds love him, and when he left AEW, it really showed. Like after that Saturday night show that he started after he left, it just went to shit. And like, I'm wondering what his influence is behind the scenes, because the man does bring a positive impact to wrestling. As much as I dislike him and his politics and stuff, I think the man is good for the business.
Yeah, he's got an upside, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not taking that away from him. No.
If I had control right now, I just hit the button with Polly Walnuts.
You sure you don't mean?
Uh-oh.
It didn't play.
No.
No audio that time.
Donnie.
I got you.
Fucking quiz.
Thank you. I felt like that kid in the classroom, like veins are popping out of his head. I'm like,
Draven, the War Raiders won the tag titles. And
we're just going to transition the belts onto the New Day.
Yep. That's what it's all about. So
I will say them turning on E was masterfully done. That whole segment was gold. Corny loved it. Is strange because he doesn't like the New Day.
I listened to him talk about it, but he's like, I don't get the bootios or whatever. Wait. Yeah, you got Cornette thinking about the New Day.
Like he's like, when did Xavier Woods start holding the microphone like a retard?
Yeah.
Real quick before we
do we know why he holds the microphone that way? Because I don't fucking understand it.
Is Penta going to NXT or the main roster first?
He shouldn't have to go through NXT.
I don't think he should have to either. I really don't.
They'll put him through.
He's just too good.
Unless, and I can't remember who brought this up the other day. If it was Cornette, it was somebody much smarter than me. They mentioned that what if they kept him in NXT until Ray Phoenix's contract finally runs out in the end of 2025. I'm like, still, that's a year almost is a long time to let him languish in NXT. But they said it might be a good adjustment period for him to get used to the style of work. And
I'll say this: that there was a time when Joe and Balor, Nakamura, a bunch of people were down there with names, and it was because they were selling out arenas or trying to sell out arenas. And now that they're back to doing that, like they did a Chicago show, they did a Minneapolis or I don't know, St. Louis. And they've done a few other outside of the Performance Center shows. So in that realm of trying to put an ass every 18 inches, I could see putting a guy there that is a hot commodity, especially if you treat him right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I could see, you know, the idea of selling tickets as a reason for putting him there, not as a punishment, but because he's something different.
Yep. Like I said,
And it would keep him out of that LWO vortex that every Latin American wrestler gets stuck in.
Yeah, that whole gimmick is just, oof, it's over. It's over.
No, it's not over. It's just
it should be
done.
It should
I hate
be
the fact they don't actually use the LWO theme. That pisses me off.
I know.
They have the rights to it.
Yep. And they don't, they choose not to. It's like you talk about stables that are done. That's like the Wyatts. They fucking just drop the ball.
Oh, they completely shit the bed with them.
Oh God, yeah. But that's a story for another time. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday Night Terrorvision, 8:35 Eastern. I think Far From Blake will be joining us. Me and Trina are gonna review the 1984 Christmas classic Gremlins.
Hell yeah.
A great way to end our first year of the show here. Tuesday Night Terrorvision will be back the second week of January. And I'll have a These People Are Fucking Happy cast for channel members on Wednesday, and try to get some other little fun stuff. I'm fingers crossed I'll be able to go out and go to wrestling camp Wednesday night, because I haven't been in like 3 weeks and I'm kind of bugging. But yeah, still shooting for that January 14th in-ring debut. Your boys went from 206 up to about 216 in 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm trying to get up to about 235 again. So we're working on it. We're working on it. The grocery bill has increased exponentially, so I can't wait for January 20th. Take that.
Toilets are being destroyed on a daily.
But thank you, everybody, for being here. Mr. Super Oz, thank you, brother, for being our guest this evening. Thank you to CJ and Vinny and Brutal and Chris, all of you in the chat, patrons, channel members, everybody watching on X. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I am Etep from Wrestling with Horror. These are the Horsemen. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. If we don't see you, we'll catch you on the next one. Remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.